kicked off this two-day event by revealing what goes on inside a man's mind. But trust and believe, ladies, men are just as lost, probably more so, when it comes to what you really think. So this is your chance to give your candid answers to these guys and their most crucial, critical questions that they have. It's time for what women really think the event. Yeah. All right, now we got Carrie and Kim standing by with guys ready to field some of these questions here. Kim, who's got the first question?
Aaron, stand up, Aaron. What's your question?
Back in the day when I was in relationships with a couple of girls, not all at the same time, but it was more or less, she was so concerned about where I was. So I would get a phone call and she'd say, hey, where are you? And I'd be like, I'm just hanging out with my friends doing whatever we're doing, pretty much nothing. So her question to me is always, oh, well, would you mind maybe sending me like a Snapchat or, you know, anything to let me know exactly what you're doing at this moment? So my question is, why is it so dang important for women to know exactly what we're doing every second of the day?
Well, this is what we did, fellas. We surveyed this lovely group of women behind me, and we asked, is it because A, women like details, is how we're built? B, we don't trust you? Or is it C, to make sure we approve of what you're doing? A whopping 71% of women said C. They want to make sure they approve of what you're doing. Where's Memory? All right, so Memory, you answered that way. Why?
I did. I've had many long-term relationships, and let's just say many of my exes have not made the right decisions while I wasn't around. I know. One of my exes went out of town without me knowing. He couldn't get to work on Monday. He almost lost his job. Another time, he went and bought an unauthorized toy, a $10,000 motorcycle. So needless to say, I needed to keep tabs on him because he was bound to do something ridiculous without my approval.
Now, okay, ladies, let me ask you a question. Are you curious about the grumblings that you're hearing from the 2,000 men?
Yes.
Okay, I think that when you answer 71% of you say it's because you want to make sure that you approve of what we're doing. They think they don't need your approval of what they're doing. But, fellas, but listen to this though. It's really better than them saying they don't trust you. Because that's how we take it. We take it as you don't trust us. Now, since we're really doing nothing, I'm not gonna justify your lack of trust in me with a picture or a snapshot or going over and coming home just because you ain't feeling good about it. Because we don't hear, let me help you make a great decision, or is this okay? We hear, you don't trust us. And I think what they're hearing is that. You don't trust them. I think that would help out a little bit. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
That makes sense. Carrie, you've got another guy who's got a question.
I do. Let's find Dan. Where's Dan? Dan, you have a question for us?
I do. So this is based on experience of mine as well. I was married a few years back, and everything was going really well. The relationship was awesome, and then I ended up losing my job and decided to make a career change. So money wasn't coming in as steadily as before. I couldn't get her the things that she wanted or take her out as much as we did before. And it eventually got to a point where she was distancing herself from me and kind of pushed away from the relationship and ended up in a divorce. She left. You know, I took it very seriously as far as getting through the good times and the bad, and obviously she didn't. Why do women basically give up or become distant with a guy when he struggles financially?
Okay, We asked the ladies this question. Why do women lose interest when a man struggles financially? Is it A, a man is supposed to provide? Is it B, because you start to lash out at us? Or is it C, the man becomes a loser? Well, more than half of the women said it's B, because you lash out at them. Where's Erica?
Hi.
Go ahead.
So I've dated men who've made less than me, and one in particular decided to go back to school shortly after we got into a relationship. So obviously he was pressed financially at the time. I didn't mind, but I think it did bother him though. For example, on my birthday, I suggested a free concert for us to go to. He got so hung up over the cost of parking, and when I said, I'll cover it, his demeanor changed, he became annoyed, and we ended up not going at all. And then another time on Christmas, we were living apart in separate states, so I got him a surprise trip to come out and visit me. He got annoyed again and accused me of trying to show him up because I knew that he couldn't do a gift that was on that level, so.
Women are saying, he's crazy. So that's what.
Little.
Well, here's what I think happens here. A lot of times, we are ashamed at points when we haven't gotten ourselves to the point we want to be at in life to be the provider. And sometimes we have to deal with the shame of it. So when you buy a guy a ticket and he goes, damn, you know, I can't do it myself. I can't get over there to see her. Now you're gonna just buy me a ticket? Hold on, let me figure this out. Give me a minute. Let me pull something together. Don't just buy me a ticket. And that's where the lashing out comes in at. And it's not lashing out at you, it's really is lashing out at himself. If we're not where we want to be, a lot of guys are just ashamed. That's the simplest